The federal government called its immigration surge here in our state a push to arrest the worst of the worst. But data released through a lawsuit tells a bit of a more complicated story, showing thousands of people arrested, and most of those people did not have criminal convictions. Here's Jessica Hart.
At the height of Operation Metro Surge, thousands of federal agents walked Minnesota streets. To understand why they were even here in the first place, you have to go back to December, when President Donald Trump said this about the Somali community in Minnesota.
We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you.
Deporting undocumented Somali immigrants was a major reason for the surge, but new data obtained by the Deportation Data Project out of the University of California shows less than 3% of people arrested during Operation Metro Surge were Somali. Council on American Islamic Relations Minnesota Executive Director Jelani Hussein wasn't surprised.
This was what was expected. Majority of Somali Americans are U.S. citizens. Majority of Somali Americans have legal status here.
Our news partner NPR found most of the people arrested were Latin American. Based on the country of origin, Ecuador had the highest number of immigration arrests at 1,026. Mexico was second with 885. Venezuela had 224, while Somalia had 106.
We said this in many different ways that this operation, while it targeted Somali Americans, was really kind of focused on the larger Latin American population. The increase of the ICE surge was a result because they could not produce Somali Americans being deported.
NPR reports more than 3,700 Minnesota residents were arrested by federal agents during Operation Metro Surge. The federal administration says this operation was meant to get the worst of the worst off the streets. Less than a quarter of them had a criminal conviction on the record, according to NPR.
However, what this data does not show is the violation of U.S. citizens who were detained and many who were questioned.
The Deportation Data Project, which had to sue under the Freedom of Information Act, states the data is likely incomplete because ICE didn't include detention stints in hospitals and medical centers. The data also includes duplicate arrests. In Minneapolis, Jessica Hart, KARE 11 News.
A similar story has played out in the state of Maine. The immigration surge there was right after Minnesota, and as of tonight, only 11 people arrested during that surge had criminal history. I'll be right back.